Hello GMA students and instructors, Shion Chris here. I've put together a 30-minute Escrima workout training video for you. The skills that we're going to do in this training routine can be applied to many of the other weapons that we use, from knives to swords, to bow staffs, jo staffs, nunchaku, tonfa, sais. Before we start the workout, I'm going to go through the basic skills that we are going to be using in our training routine. Okay? First of all, you're going to need to start off with a pair of Escrima sticks. All right? And typically when we hold them, we're going to hold them about one fist up from the bottom end. Okay? First skill, all right, called the wrist twist. Okay? I'm going to do this slow, but when we're actually executing it during the training, we will be doing it fast. But you're going to twist your wrist all the way down and then all the way back. Okay? Like this. Okay? Second one, we're going to hold them in the middle and we're going to execute figure eights. Many of you are familiar doing the figure eights with the bow staff. It's the same thing here. We're going to be doing two of them at the same time. Next one's going to be our forward rolls. We're returning to our normal holding position of the stick. Okay? And the forward roll is just that. You're going to roll the stick forward and rotate your wrist. Okay? You'll notice that I'm releasing my grip a little bit on the stick, keeping it between my index finger and my thumb. Okay? That's a forward roll. Next, obviously, the reverse roll. Same type of execution. Okay? Next one will be the hand flips. Okay? You're going to use the forward roll to start this off. All right, here's your forward roll. But now you're going to catch it between your first two fingers and roll it over and reverse it in your hand. Okay? Like that and back. That's the hand flip. Next one will be the forward medley. This is still a forward roll, but what you're going to do is the first time, when you start it, it's going to be one roll and stop. Next time, two rolls and stop. Then three rolls and stop. And so on until the time expires. And then we'll do the same thing with the reverse rolls. One, then two, then three, and so on. Next is one of the first techniques that we're going to do. We're going to do a one hand and then the other hand. We're always going to start with the strong side. We're going to do the strong side techniques for about 30 seconds and the weak side techniques for about a minute. Okay? But the release flip, hold the stick in your hand, you're going to flip it up, rotate it 180 degrees and catch it. Okay? And then you'll do the weak side. Okay? Next, some more, starting with the basic strikes. We're going to start off with the broken strike, and in this case it's going to be a forward strike, starting with our sticks up in this position. We're going to strike out and back. That's a broken strike. Okay. Next will be the fluid strike, which this is going to start with we're going to do it with a number one strike. All right, number one is an overhead forehand, and it's fluid because we're going to return it to our opposite side. Okay? And then bring it back. Fluid and back. Fluid and back. Okay? Then we're going to do a circular strike. And we can do this with both hands at the same time. We're basically going to do a forward strike, but rather than snapping it back, we're going to do a continuous motion, forward and back. Boom. This is a circular strike. All right. This could also be done overhead. This would be one continuous movement. Okay. That's our circular strikes. Then we're going to get into our attacking strikes. We'll start with the 1, 2. We're going to do this next group of strikes. We're going to do also strong side, weak side. All right. This is going to be overhand strikes. A number 1 is a forward or a forehand strike, and number 2 is a backhand. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Then we'll do it with the weak side. Next will be a 3-4, which are an upward strike with the forehand is number 3, the backhand is number 4. 3, 4, 3, 4. Then we have the 5-6. This is a horizontal forehand and an overhead backhand. 5, 6. 5, 6. And then we'll do the same thing in reverse, a 7-8, which will be a horizontal backhand, downward forehand. 7, 8. 7, 8. Once we get through that, we're going to do what we call a single weave. This is another strong side and weak side technique, starting with on the right hand side in this case, with our strong hand on top, weak hand on the bottom, and we're going to execute this as a 1, 2, 2, 1, and back. Both hands are going to continuously stay in motion. 1, 2, 2, 1. 1, 2, 2, 1. You'll notice that my arms are weaving on my right side. And we'll switch to the other side. Left hand on top, right hand on bottom, and do the same thing. 1, 2, 2, 1. 1, 2, 2, 1. Okay. Next one is going to be, I like to call the high-low, or a 3-1. We're going to start off like we did here. All right, right hand on top, left hand on bottom, and we're going to strike high and bring it up to that shoulder. Strike low, high, low. All right. Sorry about that. We're going to start here. Strike high, strike low. Strike high, strike low. Strike high, high, low. High, low. Boom. And keep it moving. All right. Then the next one is going to be the 1-2 circular one. It can also kind of be considered a double weave. Okay. Starting like we did before. Okay. We're going to go 1, 2, and that 1 is going to come right back around and circular 1. And notice how I'm moving that left hand back up to the shoulder. And then I'll reverse it. 1, 2, circular 1. 1, 2, circular 1. That's probably going to be the most difficult one. All right. But you'll be able to do it slow and build up your speed. And finally, the last one I have to show you is called the forward roll 1, 2. Okay. I'm going to start with the hand. This is also going to be a strong side and a weak side one. So we're going to do a forward roll, and then a 1 strike and a 2 strike. Come back, forward roll, 1, 2. Forward roll, 1, 2. Okay? All right, we're going to have a timer on this. And like I said, some of these exercises are going to be strong side, some are going to be weak side. Okay? All right, so get yourselves ready. And let's get in our workout.
Prepare. Up next, wrist twist. 3, 2, 1. Wrist twist.
I'm going to do this for a minute. Keep those wrists going, getting as much extension in them as you can. This loosens them up as well as strengthens those wrists, especially for holding your other weapons.
Halfway. Up next, rest. 3, 2, 1. Rest.
Okay, we'll have a 10-second rest.
Figure eights.
Next exercise are the figure eights. So move your hands to the middle
3,
of the sticks.
2, 1. Figure eights.
Okay. Go for a minute. Okay. Start off slow so you can try to keep your sticks in sync with each other. Notice that I have a loose grip on the sticks, letting the stick do the work.
Halfway. Up next, rest. 3, 2, 1. Rest.
Very good. All right,
Up
get your
next,
hands
forward
back down the
rolls.
sticks. We'll move into the forward rolls.
3, 2, 1. Forward rolls. Halfway.
Most of these exercises you'll probably be able to do better with one hand than you can with the other. Okay, that's all right. But continuously doing this routine will help us definitely strengthen that more awkward or weaker side.
Up next, rest. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Up next,
me.
reverse rolls.
All right, next will be your reverse rolls. Okay,
3, 2, 1. Reverse rolls. Halfway. Up next, rest. 3, 2, 1. Rest.
good. All right, 10
Up next,
second
hand
rest.
flips.
Next will be the hand flip. That's the one that starts with the forward roll.
3, 2,
Okay.
1. Hand flips.
Just so everyone knows, I got most of these exercises and drills working with Sifu Roland from 8 Star Martial Arts, Red Dragon Karate, and from the Cali Center, a channel on YouTube. Now, don't worry if you drop your sticks, that's part of it.
Halfway.
It's gonna happen. It helps you learn. Doing good, keep it going. By
Up
doing
next,
this
rest.
a few times a week, you're gonna find yourself getting very comfortable
3, 2,
using the
1.
Escrima sticks.
Rest.
Very good.
Up
All right,
next, forward medley.
next one is the forward medley.
3, 2, 1. Forward medley.
I'm up to 9 so far.
Halfway. Up next, rest. 3, 2, 1. Rest.
Good. All right.
Up
Next,
next,
we're going to
reverse
repeat that
medley.
with the reverse medley.
3, 2, 1. Reverse medley. Halfway.
Probably notice while doing these that the stick will slide in your hand. So you'll have to adjust on occasion. Out of sync there.
Up next, rest. 3, 2, 1. Rest.
All right.
Up next, release, flip, strong side.
So whatever's your strong side is going to be next. We're going to be doing this
3,
for 30 seconds.
2,
The release flip.
1. Release, flip, strong side. Halfway. Up next, rest. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Up
right.
next, release, flip, weak side.
We're going to do the weak side for a minute.
3, 2, 1. Release, flip, weak side. Halfway.
Okay, even I drop it. Make sure when
Up
you're doing
next,
this one
rest.
though, you're not doing it near any breakables.
3, 2, 1.
All
Rest.
right.
Up next, broken forward strikes.
So now our broken strikes,
3,
out and back.
2, 1.
1
Broken
minute.
forward strikes.
When doing these, you should hear your stick slicing through the air. We're over a third of the way through our workout.
Halfway. Up next, rest. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Up next, fluid 1 strikes, strong side.
Okay, so fluid 1 strike.
3,
So that's the
2.
forehand
1.
overhead.
Fluid 1 strikes, strong
back.
side.
Goes all the way through. Striking and through.
Halfway.
You can practice this fluid motion with any of the basic strikes. 1 through 8.
Up next, rest. 3, 2, 1. Rest.
Okay.
Up next, fluid 1 strikes weak side.
Now your weak side.
3, 2, 1. Fluid 1 strikes weak side. Halfway. Up next, rest. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Up next, circular 1 strikes strong side.
Okay, you should have noticed that fluid strike
3,
stopped
2,
at the opposite shoulder.
1.
Circular is going to continue
Circular 1
through.
strikes strong side.
Continuous motion.
Halfway. Up next, rest. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Up next, circular 1 strikes weak side.
Going for a minute.
3, 2, 1. Circular 1 strikes weak side. Halfway. Up next, rest. 3, 2, 1. Rest.
Good. All
Up
right.
next, 1 to 2 strikes strong side.
Recommend putting the hand that's not working
2,
across your midsection.
1. 1 to 2 strikes strong side.
These are the downward strikes. Forehand, backhand. Forehand, backhand. Remember, if you're indoors doing this,
Halfway.
not to go too high so you don't hit your ceiling.
Up next, rest. 3, 2, 1.
More than halfway
Rest.
through the whole routine.
Up next, 1 to 2 strikes weak side. 3, 2, 1. 1 to 2 strikes weak side. Halfway.
Do that weak side for twice as long so that we can get it as comfortable as our strong side and hopefully have 2 strong sides.
Up next, rest. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Up next, 3 to 4 strikes
Excuse me.
strong side.
All right, these
3,
are our upward
2,
strikes.
1.
Forehand, backhand.
3 to 4
3,
strikes,
4.
strong side.
3, 4. 3, 4.
Halfway. Up next, rest. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Up next, 3 to 4 strikes, weak side. 3, 2, 1. 3 to 4 strikes, weak side.
Fortunately, my ceilings are low here in the virtual dojo, and I occasionally whack the ceiling or the framing of the light.
Halfway. Up next, rest. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Up next, 5 to 6 strikes, strong side.
All right, 5,
3,
6.
2, 1. 5 to 6 strikes, strong
Horizontal,
side.
vertical. Horizontal forehand, vertical backhand.
Halfway. Up next, rest. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Up next, 5 to 6 strikes, weak side. 3, 2, 1. 5 to 6 strikes, weak side. Halfway.
More than 2/3 of the way
rest.
through. Less than 10 minutes.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Very good.
Up next, 7 to 8 strikes, strong side.
Horizontal backhand, forward
3, 2, 1.
on the
7
8.
to 8 strikes, strong side.
Backhand, forehand, backhand, forehand, backhand, forehand.
Halfway. Up next, rest. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Up next, 7 to 8 strikes, weak side. 3, 2, 1. 7
Horizontal,
to 8
vertical.
strikes, weak side. Halfway. Up next, rest. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Up next, single weave strong side.
This is the 1, 2, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1. Single weave strong side. Halfway. Up next, rest. 3, 2, 1. Rest.
Alright,
Up
you ready
next,
for the
single
other
weave,
side
weak
now?
Side. 3, 2, 1. Single weave, weak side.
Remember, start slow, get comfortable with it, build the muscle memory, and then you can increase your speed. When you work on it slow, you'll learn
Halfway.
that your sticks or your hands are playing follow the leader.
Up next, rest. 3, 2, 1. Rest.
Very good.
Up next, high-low strikes.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
Okay.
High-low
High,
strikes.
low, high, low. When I practice this, I move my hands from my hip to my shoulder or my shoulder to my hip, depending on where they start. And you can get faster as you get comfortable with it.
Halfway. Up next, rest.
5 minutes left.
3, 2, 1. Rest. Up next, 1 minus 2 circular, 1 double weave.
Okay, this is the 1, 2,
3,
circular 1.
2, 1.
1,
1
2,
minus
circular
2
1.
circular, 1 double weave. Halfway. Up next, rest. 3, 2, 1. Rest.
All right, you should have
Up
noticed
next,
I
forward
screwed that up
rolling,
a
1
couple
to 2
times.
strikes, strong side.
All right, this is the forward roll.
2,
1, 2.
1. Forward rolling, 1 to 2 strikes, strong side. Halfway. Up next, rest. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Up next, forward rolling 1 to 2 strikes, weak side. 3, 2, 1. Forward rolling 1 to 2 strikes, weak side. Halfway. Up next, rest. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Up next, wrist twist.
All right, we're going to finish off with a couple of the very first ones. This
3,
first one will be wrist twist.
2, 1. Wrist twist.
Just for 30 seconds this time.
Halfway. Up next, rest. 3, 2, 1. Rest.
All right,
Up next, figure eights.
last one, figure eights for a minute.
3,
Get those hands back in the
2,
middle.
1. Figure eights.
Try to keep them in sync. You got to slow down, slow down. Get them in sync. And try going again.
Halfway.
Less than 30 seconds. Finish strong.
Up next, finish. 3, 2,
2,
1.
1. All right. Excellent job. All right.
Up next, wrist twist. 3.
Excellent job, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you find it useful. I hope you use it. Okay? I would recommend trying to do this 3 to 4 times a week at a minimum. All right? Your arms and shoulders are going to be sore the first few times, but once you get used to it, you should notice very quickly an improvement, not only in your ability to handle these sticks, but the other weapons that you might use, whether it be your bow staff or sword, nunchakus, tonfas, sais, knives. You know. Once again, though, I'd like to thank Sifu Roland Levine for introducing this to us and giving us some exercises to work with, and the Cali Center on YouTube for giving us some more ideas to put this together. All right, everyone. Let's keep at it.